And I'm live here on Kingsbridge and SEDWICK, and I'm here with Councilman Fernando Cabrera, and we are here live right here. I've been wanting to speak with him. Fernando Cabrera, the people that are going to be seeing this, you are running right now, the primaries are coming up in this area. How do you feel, and what message you can give to everybody why you're the best person to continue as the incumbent?
Well, it's going to come down to the track record, Henry, and to the public. I want to let you know that in the last 7 years, we have made major strides here. When I got into office in 2010, we had the worst unemployment in the entire city. The worst one out of all the councilmanic districts. Now we're number 20. We're talking about from 23% unemployment down to 6.2. It's amazing. As a matter of fact, if you were to compare the numbers in 2015, we're talking about just 0.4 more unemployment than Riverdale, our neighbors. So we have seen great stride in that area. In the area of security and safety in our areas, we have seen the murder rate go down 67%. I started the Cure Violence program that is not just in our district, but citywide. Alongside with my good friend, Councilmember Germani Williams, we were able to develop the state-of-the-art Cure Violence program that takes, Henry, young people and adults that were involved in gangs before, and they become credible messengers, and now they go back into the community. A $1 million program that is able to go back in the community and work with those young people. So for example, from the area of 183rd to Fordham Road, the year before this started, there were 8 gunshots that took place. Let's say last June, from last June, there went 376 days without a gunshot. I mean, those are amazing numbers that are taking place, unprecedented numbers that we have seen. We had 1 year in the 52nd precinct where we saw crime go down 50%. So we have seen a systematic change and transformation in our community. But not only in those areas, but in education. We had a high school graduation rate that was down in this 62%, and now it's about 75%. And so we have seen all the numbers that we wanted to come down have come down, and all the numbers we wanted to see to go up. It's been transformational. Forgot to mention, Henry, also when it comes to security, that I was able to provide more security police cameras. Not the ones that give you tickets, but the other ones that are, they're watching the public for safety. And I was able to allocate more funding. So last year was $3 million. This year I was able to add another $250,000, and the speaker put another $1 million on my request. So we're talking about $4.2 million of security cameras, and that has given the police force a tool, an unprecedented tool that we have here in the district. So we have seen tremendous changes. And to go back to education, that was part of it, a result of giving over $15 million towards education I was able to give to the city council, the most out of any council member right here in the Bronx. So
also, there's a bill I want to speak about. I know you put it on your post, a certain juvenile bill that you just got passed. Can you talk about that for the youth that are going through the system? How's that? That's interesting.
So I'm very excited that I have been able to pass 18 pieces of legislation, as a matter of fact, 19 pieces of legislation since I become a council member. It's very difficult to even get one per year. To have that many, and the last one that we just gave, 3 pieces of legislation just yesterday. As I chaired the Juvenile Justice Committee, I noticed there were things that needed to help our young people who are in detention, and now we're gonna have video conferencing. What the young people that act out the most in the detention center, Henry, are those young people that have not do not get a lot of interaction from their family. So now they're going to be able to have that accessibility that they didn't have before. In light of the fact that it's very difficult, especially if you're a single mom, you have other children, and to be able to drop everything to see your child who's at the detention center. And so also medical records. Now they're going to be, we're going to have electronic medical records, and we're going to be able to make sure that they're getting the health care that they receive. Another piece of legislation, since we're in the topic of legislation, that I'm most proud of is the Tenant Bill of Rights.
Okay.
Prior to that bill, we didn't have the Tenant Bill of Rights in New York State. Can you imagine this city that we pride ourselves and be so pro-tenant?
Especially the Bronx housing court. That's my experience, my area, and it's like 5 floors, and people are just desperate. It's great that the community knows that you have that type of bill that is able to pass. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, and you know what people are not up on, they're down on, and they also have. If you go to any building now, by law now they must be posted up. So I did the school environmental bill, which now it guarantees that parents are informed if a toxin or a chemical is found in a school, that a parent needs to be informed within 6 days. Prior to that bill, it's shocking that there was no protection for parents and for children. And so schools could go for months and months, just like they did in one of our local schools, as a matter of fact, and adjacent to our district. And parents were not informed. One child died, and little did we know that there were a lot of chemicals that were used prior to that school being built there, and kids were getting headaches, and they finally closed down the school and remediated the school. But we had that level of protection. So now we have the climate bill. You could go online now and be able to find in any area where crimes are taking place, and that way nonprofit organizations, the religious community, and everyone who cares about the neighborhood can know exactly what's happening. And at the same time, Henry, which is very important, we don't get stigmatized. Sometimes you have one crime and they say, oh, the whole neighborhood's going down. Now we can get a real picture of what is taking place.
Let me ask you one final thought. You give a final thought. September 12th is the primary, a very important date. What do you want to tell everybody? Because we usually have a low turnout rate in primaries. What do you want to tell the folks when they do see this to say, you need everybody to come out, but to vote for you, right, on September 12th, the primary, as a final thought, and let everybody know as a final thought?
Well, and thank you, Henry, for the opportunity to be here with you. I know many people are watching. I want to say this to you. So voting is the power for your voice to be heard. And I'm asking you for your support once again. The last time I won, I had the 3rd highest percentage in the entire city for a council member. But now it's even more important. Let me tell you why. Because now I'm going to be the senior most member in the Bronx. You know what that means? That I'm going to be able to have the highest leadership position coming out of the Bronx and the highest committee coming out of the Bronx. And what that means is that it's going to position us to have more access to resources. You put a junior member coming in, it's just going to send us 8 years behind, and we cannot afford to do that. And this is why I'm so glad and so much support that I have received. And we've been door knocking, and people are just so responsive to the fact that they're very happy with the work that we're doing, and we're going to continue. I'm here to serve you. It's all about serving. We're public servants. We're here to serve you, to make our neighborhood bigger and better.
Excellent. So we have Fernando Cabrera, 14th District. Come out on primary day. He needs your vote, and just exercise that beautiful experience. And it's a God blessing when you have that you can vote in this beautiful country. God bless you, the United States. And we ask you for, all the luck that God can give you. And if God wants you in this position, we can take this forward, okay?
I appreciate that.
Okay, Henry Gajon live here. I'm here with my good friend, Fernando Cabrera. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All righty.
Thank you so much.
All righty.